to the bus. It was time for him to go home.
Let's go Raiders! 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 Mixing it. When Khalil catch you slipping, he gon' rip you in half. And on the other side we got Preserve and ready to smash. Got Henny, got Malcolm Smith, plenty of Big Dan, Big.
Yay, yay! Back again. Okay, first thing is first. My game from the Patriots, my video. I don't know, man. I'm having issues with my stings, but it didn't go through. Somehow I got lost in the recording, and a whole half of it got screwed up. So I said, you know what? Fuck, I'm done with it. Basically, I'm gonna cover on that game. We got our asses handed again. And just like I said in my last video previous to that, the Mexican fan came out, the bandwagon in full force. Patriot fans up the ass. Bandwagon, my fucking fellow Mexican people, man. Let me tell you, whatever. I'm done with that. Okay, moving on to the next game. We played the Broncos. And what can I say? Aqib Talib, you're a bitch! Oh, damn, man, this guy, the nerve on this guy. Okay, let me tell you what I know. And this is coming from a very, very reliable source that I have within the Raiders. A very good friend of mine. He is my source. Okay. Check this out. Prior to the game, when the players came out for their pregame warm-ups, my source was around Chptr and the receivers, helping them with their routes, and you know, he's the one that catches the ball, and he's basically kind of like one of the equipment guys and whatnot, whatever. Anyhow, he tells me he's actually standing next to Chptr. Actually, no, I take that back. He was standing next to Johnny Holton, and when one of the Bronco players actually went up to Cordero and Chptr, and he couldn't get the number of the player. He was listening to everything, but basically, the Broncos said that they were gonna take it to them. In other words, to the players, and mainly towards Chptr, saying that we're gonna get that punk bitch, and you know, make the NFL know what kind of pussy he is, and. My friend, he heard that. Chptr heard it. Johnny Holton heard it. A couple other players. And they just shrugged it off and said, basically said, all right, bitches, you guys are on. We're on. Basically, at that point, the battle lines were already drawn. I didn't hear about my friend. Obviously, he didn't tell me about this until after the game, because you can't have cell phones on the field. I mean, you can have cell phones on the field, but if they catch you with your cell phone, you're an employee with the Raiders, you catch you with your cell phone and you're supposed to be working, you're fired, obviously. Come on, man. So my friend sent me that message, and well, the game started. Long and behold, sure enough, I guess Crabtree came out, and he was like, all right. So then Crabtree throws the first punch. I can't really tell, but from the videos, it looks like he does throw like a right hook up into Harris Jr.'s solar plex area. And it must have been a good shot, man, to knock him out of the game for one play. Then the next play was a play that we all remember. Now, about this fight, I'm gonna get more into my friend, what he heard during the melee, because he heard a lot of things that is not being reported by the NFL media or whatever, because obviously some of them weren't even there. Okay, so basically, if you look at the videos, I noticed when Crabtree pushed that bitch ass to the floor, and all the players come out. You see all these, the Broncos are like a bunch of pack of hyenas, man. It's like, whatever, dude. If you look closely at the video, Gabe Jackson is standing his ground, and he's pushing these players right off him like they're nothing. I'm like, holy moly. And then these stupid referees, man, they wanna hammer Gabe Jackson. And you know what? He paid his fine, let it go. The NFL doesn't want these referees to get hurt. Well, I say hire a bunch of young guys. Don't hire a bunch of old geezers. Some of these referees look like they're in their 60s and 70s. So when you have a 25, 30-year-old man, 6 feet, weighing fucking 230 pounds, 240 pounds, 300 pounds, and they barely tap you and you fall like a bag of potatoes, hey, so be it. You know what the hell you're getting into. Anyways, in that video, if you look closely, like I said, you see Gabe Jackson pushing these players off, right? And then right above him is Donald Penn. No one mentioned this, and I'm like, wow, I'm glad nobody did. But if you look closely, Donald Penn actually throws a left hook at one of the Bronco players. Straight up left hook. I mean, it's clear as day. And then the player, he gets pushed off, and he comes back like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you. And then they got pushed away, but Donald Penn was there to throw blows too. Thank God they didn't see that, because he would have been expelled too from the game. Then we wouldn't have had him for this game. And we need all hands on deck as it is right now, because our players are falling like freaking flies right now. So thank God no one saw that Donald Penn swing. Okay, fast forward just a tad. Crabtree, they pull his helmet off. He gets away from the whole melee towards the end zone. Then here comes Crabtree again after him. At this point, Talib should have been, you know what? All right, fuck it. We're done. Let it go. But he comes after fucking Crabtree. Here's where my friend comes into play. There's a shot of my friend. You can kind of see the side of his face on one of the videos. I tried to zoom it in to put his face on here to show you guys, but the zooming, it looked kind of blurry, so, but you could tell it was my friend. But anyways, my friend is by the end zone, by the black hole, and he's trying to find, see what's going on, see what he can do, right? Not that he can do much. He's only $150. But anyways, he's listening because he got good ears. He's listening to what's going on, right? And during the whole melee, Crabtree tells Talib, "Hey, bitch, take your helmet off." Talib muttered something, but he couldn't quite get what he was saying because obviously by this time, the whole stadium is just erupting. And, but yeah, Crabtree told him, "Take your helmet off, bitch." And he didn't take it off because he's a fag. If you're a fag out there, I apologize. But still, he's a fag. Oh, man. So then, at that point, Crabtree's like, all right, fuck it. So Crabtree, bitch ass Talib walks up to Crabtree, throws his fucking shot. Was it a right hook or a left or right? Was it a right or a left shot? Can't remember right now. He threw a left shot. Talib threw a left hook or a left jab, and Crabtree, he what do you call that in boxing? He duck and moved. He swim moved out of the way of his punch. He slipped. That's what he slipped his punch. Talib come in with the left shot, and then Crabtree slipped and came over with the right, with his two fingers of death, poked fucking Talib in the face, through his face smacks. Yeah, fucking Crabtree. That's what I'm talking about. Poked his eye, and he must have fucking did like something like this, and or yanked it or something. But because you can tell Talib was like, ah. Then after that, then Crabtree, he tried throwing a right hook that just from 10 yards away. At that point, when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh no, Michael, what are you doing? At that point, when that was a visible throw of a punch, number one, the piece of crap has a helmet on. If anything, throw an uppercut into his chin. His chin is unprotected. Throw an uppercut. But he swung and he missed. And then right then and there is when I knew, oh, he's gonna get ejected from the game, man. That freaking sucks. But anyways, this whole game just got overshadowed by that melee. But luckily, we were able to win an ugly game. We went up 21-0. And then once we were hammering Paxton Lynch, finally got our first interception. If you look at that play, Reggie Nelson had the ball in his hands. He couldn't even grab the interception. He's like, here's hot potato. He threw it over. He had the ball in his hands in the end zone. And then Reggie Nelson just goes, hot potato. Hot potato. Here, hot potato. The Navarro Bowman's on the ground. Oh, look, I got a hot potato coming at me. He's the one that caught it. Interception, finally. After 10 freaking games. I predict from now, we're going to start, the turnovers are going to start coming in bunches. Ken Norton finally got fired. I feel bad for the guy. From my friend, he says Ken Norton was, he's a well-liked coach. Well-loved coach. He's a player's coach, Ken Norton. Ken Norton Jr. is a player's coach. But unfortunately, that doesn't translate to wins. Hence the reason why. Here's another one. Jack Del Rio on Monday gave Khalil Mack and Bruce Irvin time off. BS. They were pissed. They loved Ken Norton Jr. They were pissed. My friend tells me they were pissed. The whole Monday they were pissed. There was a big fight at the Oakland Raiders headquarters. I mean, not a fight physical. It was verbal. They were visibly upset. So then Chptr was like, all right, you know what? Go ahead and go home. Send them home. If that would have been other players, I guarantee you that coach would have said, you know what? Both of you acted belligerent towards me, Chptr. You guys are suspended for the following game. That would have I guarantee you other players of sub-stature, of sub-par performance type players would have been benched for the following game. But Khalil Mack, you imagine Chptr would have suspended for a game Khalil Mack and Bruce Irvin for this Bronco game? Holy moly! Wow. So obviously Chptr, he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. So anyways, John Pagano plays more of a press man-to-man type defense, whereas Ken Norton played more of a cover 2 Tampa type defense, which that was not our strong suit. We're more of a man-to-man type defense, and fortunately, you know, we were able to win. We let them fuckers come back, the Broncos come back in the game. And that was after they brought in, what is that guy's name? That quarterback? He played for Brokeback Mountain. I forgot his name of that player. When that quarterback came in, he ended up scoring 2 touchdowns, but I already knew we were going to win that game, but still, that worried me. But it's because we weren't ready for that Brokeback Mountain quarterback. So we ended up winning. Ugly win, but we won. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter. Like Al Davis says, just win, baby. That's all that matters. So we won that game. And the AFC West, oh my God. The AFC West is just crumbling at our feet. Man, after the Broncos and the Chiefs got off to a hot start at the beginning of the year, if you would have told me 11, 12 games into the season we would be a game out of first place with our record, I'd be like, no. But hey, the football gods are smiling down at us. Hopefully we can pull this off. We got the Giants today, the New York Football Giants. Let's get this win. Hopefully the Chargers lose today. And then the Broncos and the Chiefs continue their losing ways. And I don't know. Who do we got next week? The Chiefs? I don't even know who we play next week. Eagles? I can't remember right now, but we still got a tough schedule ahead of us. Like I said, one game at a time, one play at a time, and it'll eventually come down to it. And hopefully the chips fall. We make the play. If we somehow miraculously make the playoffs, unless our John Pagano does some incredible things and transforms his defense after, you know, we finally had 5 sacks against the Broncos, but I don't know. We play a lowly New York Giants team. That doesn't mean nothing though, guys. In the NFL, that doesn't mean shit, because in the NFL, anything can happen. Hell, the Giants beat the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's get to 500 today. Hopefully we will. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. Raider Nation, stay strong. Truckers, be safe. All right. Got this. We got this, guys.